String represents textual data, a sequence of 0 or more characters. We can create a string using double quotes or single quotes. So for example, var name equals Alvio. Or I could pass name equals Alvio. Pay attention that JavaScript will convert your single quotes to double quotes. So now if I call name, even if I passed Alvio using single quote, now it has double quotes. If you start a string using double quote, you must finish it using double quote. So for example, hello world, it works. Okay, but if I try to pass here a single quote, it's going to throw me an error. It's not allowed. And it happens because JavaScript is trying to find the end of the string, and he started the string with a double quote, but then here he could not find it. He only got a single quote, so this string was never closed, so that's why it's going to throw an error in the console. Well, let's clear here the console. You can have elements surrounded by quotes inside your string. So for example, if I have she said hello to me, okay, it works perfect, so there's no problem. But now if I try to change this single quote by double quote, it's going to break my code because JavaScript will interpret it as a string. Now he doesn't know what is it. This syntax is not allowed. It's not a string, and here would start a new string. Okay, so yeah, I got unexpected identifier, so it's not allowed. Okay, let's clean. Each element inside the string has a position, and this position is called by index value. Okay, so let's create a variable. I will pass my name. Okay, and now if I want to access the one particular element inside this string, I can use pass full name, and I need to use bracket notation, open brackets. I pass the number or the position, in this case the index value of the element that I want to access, and I close brackets. Okay, if I pass this, it's going to return the first element, that is E. If I pass 1, it's going to return the second one. And if I want to return the last one, in this case, I can count it. But imagine in a situation that your string is really big and it would not be possible like to count manually one by one to know or to access the last element of your string. And to do that, strings provide a property called length. So every string has a property, length, that returns the amount of elements inside the string. So in this case, full name is 15. So I know that my index value starts at 0. So my last element, I can pass 14, and it's going to return A, because I know that my string has 15 elements, and if it starts by 0, I just need to reduce 1, and now I know that passing 14 to my index position, it's going to return me the last element of my string. Well, let's clear the console. Using the plus operator, we can concatenate a string with another string or with a variable. So for example, var age equals third. Okay, and now I will create a string and is space. I will pass the plus operator, the variable, and I will use another plus operator because I want to concatenate with another string, years old. So now this expression should evaluate to Andy is 3 years old. Okay, that's it. Let's clear the console. Strings are immutable. It means that we cannot change the value of a string after its creation. To demonstrate it, let's create var name equals Robert. Okay. And now the variable name is storing the string. And we learned before that we can access the position of elements in a string passing using the bracket notation and passing the index value. Okay, so if I do that, it returns R. If I pass here name and access the position 0 of this string, I can pass an equal sign operator and try to pass a new value to the string, like Q. And let's see if name changed. No, it keeps Robert. If you want to change the value of a string, you must destroy it first and pass a new string. Okay, I will clean my console right now. To conclude this lesson, I want to demonstrate the special characters of a string. So let's create a string here. The letter isn't present in this. We learned before that if we start a string using single quote, it should end using single quote, right? So here I start my string with this, and it would close my string here and would throw me an error, right? We saw it before. So let's see. Yeah, it throws an error. So let's clean up. And now to avoid that, I have like two ways, or I can change here to double quote, and now it would ignore it because I start with a double quote and it works. Or I can clean up, go back to single quote. I could use the special character backslash. If I pass a backslash here, it's going to escape this character, in this case the single quote, and my string would work. So let's test it. Yeah, it works. So it works because the JavaScript is ignoring the next character after the backslash. The other special character is the \n. Using this special character, we can create a new line in our string. So for example, if I pass here \n, it's going to break this string into a new line at this point. So present should be at the second line. Let's see. Yeah, it works. And there's one more special character that I want to show up. That is the \t. If I pass that \t, it's going to insert like a tab space before the present. So now, yeah, now I have a space.